Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Oof, hot one today. Very hot one today. Woo! Last video we got the chaser started and running for the first time in like 2 and a bit months, and I'm so happy about that. We need to put everything back together. The interior is a little bit of a mess, and I just need to finish off some wiring in here, so yeah, we're gonna do that today. I'm also gonna pick up some stuff for the AU Falcon, as that's been also chilling for like a couple weeks now. Okay, maybe not a couple weeks, but it feels like that because I love driving this thing, and it's just been chilling there. We need to get some steering rack boots that we've already ordered, and yeah, just essentially just run some errands. Gonna need one of these baddies. Sweet, there's nothing left in here, I don't think, because we need to fill up the chaser with some petrol. Got some steering rack boots for the AU. I was like, how do I hold these on? And looks like they come with legitimate zip ties. So, sick. Should be good. The interior in the Camry has never had a problem until now. God damn it. Coles Express, Premium 98. I know the optimal for 98 is BP, but I can't be bothered going. The closest BP to me is like a good drive. So I'm just gonna fill up with some just Shell 98. That should be good enough to get the car to where it needs to go to get tuned. So I filled the car up with petrol, and what I'm gonna do now is just put the interior back together. I've decided I'm not gonna put the all this stuff back together like where all the wires are, just in case if anything happens in the tune and anything goes wrong, they can message me and I can quickly come and fix it. Because it seems like it's all mint now, which means that if anything that does go wrong, it just means that we just need to repin like a plug or something like that. I don't know. What we're gonna do now as well, we're also going to clean up this boost solenoid. So just off camera just then, I've re-routed this line. It was originally just going all the way over here, but I moved this cable down here so you can barely see it. Just sort of like a stealthy approach. I want to go make a bracket from Bunnings so the boost solenoid's actually, held on properly. So I'm thinking of locating the boost solenoid just, I don't know, around here somewhere. So I might give this a cut. 3-port Mac valve. Lucky the bumper's still off. Grab that. Yeet. Probably should chop these too. Yeah, I was thinking of mounting it like somewhere around here. I don't know. Somewhere a bit out of the way. There would be kind of ideal because then you can sort of see it, which is, I don't know, I like it like that. I don't know. So here's what I've come up with in the past 30 minutes or so. Have a sus of my little bracket there, Bunnings bracket. I've also redone the wiring as well, added in a little plug there, so if I ever need to disconnect it, I can just disconnect it from here, and everything's nice and sturdy. I've never had the boost controller in there nice and sturdy. It was zip tied to this SRS airbag thingo before, but yeah, look at that. Everything's nice, all the wires are tucked away, and it looks fresh. Time to put most of the interior back together. I've got the interior all back together, ready to go. Have a look. Got the laptop chilling there. Got some instructions. I was reading through some of the stuff. I've connected it up actually, and I went through some of the settings. Something that we're gonna try to fix today, or not really fix, but set up. Link ECUs. So the car has been fitted with a CAN lambda sensor. And when we started the car for the first time, I wasn't getting any sort of readings on the laptop. I couldn't see any lambda gauge or wideband gauge, so I'm sort of running blind. The most important thing when you're tuning a car is the air-fuel ratios, and you want that perfect mixture, because if you run too rich, then it's inefficient, and if you run too lean, then you can cause big major problems. You can blow a piston out of the side of the block. So because I can't see them, I'm a little bit worried. So I believe I need to set it up properly on the ECU. So I'm gonna see if I can figure it out and start it up. Forgot to put this back in properly, so this is my way of opening the bonnet right now. It doesn't even freaking want to open. God damn it. I've also been putting the car on the battery tender while I have been working on it, because having the car on the on position, the ignition position, drains quite a bit of battery. So, go right. Damn, look at that bracket, man. It's so clean. So clean and sturdy. Look at that. So here's the CAN lambda sensor that we'll be setting up. That goes all the way down to the O2 in the exhaust, and the other lead goes directly to the ECU. So let's try to figure this out, because I don't know what's going on. So we're gonna put the laptop on. It's a really slow laptop and the battery life is horrible. So hopefully it doesn't go flat on us. Ignition on, let the pump prime. Come on, connect. ECU connected, sweet. ECTs, IATs. Let's set up this lambda thingo.
2 hours later.
So this has turned into a little bit of a nightmare. This wasn't supposed to take this long, but I was trying to connect up the Link software to the CAN lambda sensor and it just wasn't working. It couldn't sense it, so I'm having to check my wiring now. So I've got the whole interior apart again. Oh man, so I took everything apart. I sort of like smushed my way through to get the ECU out just to double check what's going on with this CAN sensor. So I had it plugged into CAN 2, but the other port doesn't even say CAN 1. So I'm just going to assume that RS232 is CAN 1. But before I do anything, I'm checking for continuity so we can double check that my wiring is mint. But pretty frustrating. I just want to get this done, man. I don't have too much time. All right, we have finally connected up everything. I don't exactly know what went wrong, but Daniel, the person who's behind the laptop helping me out, he actually just remoted in again and set up the sensor for me. He said there was a little bit of a bug because it was reading, but it wasn't showing up. So like we could see the lambda reading on the digital gauge the laptop had, but for some reason it just wasn't coming up on the menus. So I'm gonna go for a little bit of a test drive. I'm gonna chuck the bumper back on and we're gonna see if we can see what the readings are. Pretty sure everything's all good to go. Sick. Disconnect the battery, chuck this back on. All right, we're gonna give this thing a start. I'm gonna put you over here. It's so weird just being able to drive this thing after all the work that I did. You know, we've just turned the key and it's just running. Oh man, I was scared for a second, but then I remembered that was because we bled it a little bit. I was like, why is there coolant on the ground? That's not good. We're gonna chuck the front bumper back on and I don't know, take it for a little bit of a spin around the block. All right, we're gonna plug in the ECU to the laptop and I'm sort of gonna just drive it around. Just look at the lambda. I don't know, I didn't get to really drive it around properly before because, sweet, it's working. I didn't get to drive it around before because there was no front bumper, so I had no front license plate, but I'm gonna go take this thing, we're gonna go put some air in the tires and we're also gonna fill it up with some more petrol because it's really low on petrol right now. I need to do a brake bleed on this thing ASAP. Up with air. The tires feel a little bit too stiff. Dude, it feels so good to be back in this thing. It sounds so good. Oh my goodness. All right, we got IATs of 21 degrees, ECT 75. I believe that's coolant temp. It's running very rich. So I think we should be all right to take it to the shop. It seems as if it's driving pretty fine. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about, but there's no issues with it seems at all. Like it's driving like it used to drive. We're just not sending it above, you know, 3,000 RPM because I think that could cause a problem. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna fill the car up with some petrol and then fill the air up in the tires, and we'll probably head back. But everything seems pretty mint right now. It's hard for me to talk and also concentrate and also panic at the same time because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But you know, it's cool just like understanding that everything is okay and the data that I'm taking into my head is something that I should learn off. But if I've been told by someone who reckons that the car is fine to drive, then I should just probably trust it. I don't know why that I'm taking it for I don't know. I want to drive this. I miss driving this thing. I'm gonna fill up with some petrol. I'm gonna shut up. I can't tell you how much I miss this thing. It's so weird seeing it back outside. So happy. Here's the current lambda that we're running. One lambda on idle. You can see everything seems pretty schmick right now. And I was having this weird problem with the old ECU, the Tom's ECU and the standard auto ECU, where when I would floor it, or like just tap it, sorry, the thing would like glitch out and it would like rev after I'd already revved it. There was like a delay, but now when we come here and there's a little bit of a delay, but it's definitely not as drastic as it was before. It's the weirdest thing right now. Just being able to walk outside and have a look at the car. What the hell, man? He's a beast. I don't even have any words to say. I'm so happy. Look at it. Jesus. Oh my God. It sounds so good having it back. I just went through some side streets and I could just hear it. It's like popping and crackling a little bit more than usual as well. And I think because it's running a little bit rich when you're on it a little bit. But yeah, guys, I'm so happy. Unfortunately, we didn't get any time to work on the AE Falcon today. Yeah, this thing's just been occupying all my time. I promise in the next video, we're gonna start working on this thing, get it all sorted and get it back on the ground because I needed a better daily than the Camry. I mean, yeah, I don't know. This thing's really fun to drive because it's manual. But yeah, there you go. Bit of an ordeal today, but we got everything sorted. It sucked that I had to pull the interior all apart again, but Daniel helped me out. He remoted in like last time. So I want to say massive thanks to him again. And I'm super excited for Thursday because once this thing's back on the road and running, dude, we're gonna go for like crazy cruises, crazy drives, and there's a drift event on the 22nd. So I want the car ready for then. The brakes right now, they're not really incredible. We need to do something about that. But yeah, I'm stoked. Thank you guys so much for watching and checking in with today's video. Super happy, super duper happy. Catch you all in the next one. So we're gonna take the Chaser for a test drive now. We've finally arrived home with my brand new JZX100 Toyota Chaser. That's a mouthful and I can't believe I'm saying that. It's sitting just over there right now.